For the love of Zeus, are you freaking kidding me? Any place that has the word beach in its name should never see this. And this is simply the beginning. Greetings all, it's the Devious Monkey here. Yes, 'tis snowing here in Virginia Beach, and the city is pretty much at a standstill. Estimated snowfall, I've seen everywhere from 8 to 10 inches, all the way up to 10 to 18 inches. It's anybody's guess. The fact that it's actually snowing that hard out and that it's already accumulating, it's been snowing for, I don't know, maybe a couple hours now. And it started off with a very light flurry. As soon as I saw the flurries, I started a time lapse. So I've got my Osmo Action 3 hooked into one of my V-mount batteries, which is then plugged into the wall because it was a little bit too low. But I had that all set up to get a time lapse of the massive snowpocalypse snowfall that we're going to get. We'll see if it happens or not. A lot of places are closed. There was a lot of emails with a lot of, you know, hey, we're going to be closed, blah, 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 blah. So no 3 ships today. I had calls all day, and I just got off my last call and went out and got that little bit of the snow falling outside and decided that I have no excuse. And I told Yankee Cowboy, I'm going to film, edit, and post a damn video today. So that's what I'm doing. As you can see, I have changed up the studio yet again. There's all kinds of things that have been going on, and I could sit here and talk to you for hours and talk about them. The bottom line is that there's 2 main things going on. One, I'm not right up here. I'm still reeling from the death of my father and the death of my cat. And I know a lot of people are just like, it's a fucking cat. Screw you. That cat was, I didn't even realize how much of a part of my life the cat was for damn near 18 years. I'm still going to Target and like, oh shit, I got to get cat litter. I still move my chair and step, and when I go to stand up, look to make sure he's not underneath me so I don't step on his tail or anything. And with my dad, I'm always like, oh yeah, I got to call and tell my dad that this happened. Well, no, I don't. It hasn't been that long, so I shouldn't be so hard on myself for not being able to instantaneously bounce back from that. But yeah, it sucks. So because of that, I have pretty much thrown myself into day job to keep myself occupied, and because of shitty weather. It has been awful here. I mean, Virginia Beach winters usually don't encompass snow. It's just rain. Dreary, overcast, gray, rainy days. And that's certainly been the case. Although there have been the occasional few nice days where it's like 70-something degrees and sunny and all that kind of stuff, I have not had the time to go out and properly go through Pleasure House Point and take pictures and all that kind of stuff, which leads me to another bad thing. Pleasure House Point is basically, a good portion of it is being razed by the city of Virginia Beach. Razed, dozed, destroyed. They're getting rid of hundreds, if not thousands of trees. The bottom line for me is that they're destroying the sanctity of my zen. You all know how I feel about Pleasure House Point. Every one of my videos, I talk about Pleasure House Point and 3 Ships Coffee. You know, the places where I spend most of my time. I'm either in this office or my truck for day job, or I'm at Pleasure House Point or sitting in 3 Ships. From February through October, the city's going to be destroying a good portion of Pleasure House Point. So it's already, like I already noticed, because I did go in there for a walk or two, and I noticed that there was, they had trees that were spray painted, various colors, symbols and stuff. You know, I don't know what that means, if that means don't touch it or fuck it, get rid of it. But that has already been done, and I haven't been able to get back there to see if they've actually started destroying everything. So we'll see. It's kind of funny. Every once in a while when I move, the eye autofocus is picking up on this little like massager thing instead of my melon. Here, let me get more in the middle here. Or you know what, I could just take it down. There. So yeah, that has been happening. So again, I'm not depressed, but I'm just discombobulated from death, from life, which includes death. And then at the beginning of the year, in the beginning of January, I got back on the road, and one of my dealers gave me norovirus, and I was laying in a bathroom in a hotel in Maryland. I thought I was going to friggin' die. It was horrible. I spent the entire night basically crapping out my internal organs. And I didn't know, I like at 5 a.m. I finally texted my wife and I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get home. It was supposed to be 3.5 hours to get home. And that's if I didn't stop and with no traffic and all that kind of stuff. So about 4 hours. It took me almost 6. And I basically still, I still don't know how I made it home. But they say, you know, bad things come in threes. So death of my father, death of my cat, death of my internal organs. So I'm good to go for a while. All right. That being said, in the throes of like staggering, now what the fuck do? I did what I always do. I rearranged. This I just did the other day. I mean, like this was yesterday that I redid the office or the studio. And I took my dad's Pope chair out of the other room and I pulled it in here. And then I put this table into that room so that my wife had another like big surface so that she could like work on sewing projects and shit like that. So it worked out well. I was able to do it all without getting a hernia or killing myself and got everything rearranged and all that stuff. Things put away. I have been cleaning house. I have gotten rid of a lot of gear. I sold entire systems. So no more Fuji. I got rid of my X-T4 and all the lenses. No more Panasonic. That'll be a separate video why I got rid of that, but no more Panasonic Lumix stuff. I got rid of all that. So at this point now, I'm using the A7R5 for all of my photography, birding type stuff. I have the Sigma 500mm, a Sigma 50mm f1.2, and then I got the Sigma 24-70 and the Sigma 70-200. And oh, and then I had a leftover Viltrox 16 f1.8 that no one would buy. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep it. So that's that. Then I have my Sony a6700, which is going to act as sort of a backup to either filming or photography. And I've got, let's see, the Sigma 10-18 and the Sigma 18-50 for that camera. And I've got my FX30 back. So I've got an FX30 now with the Sony 15mm f1.4G lens. I plan on getting out and doing a lot more stuff. As far as like my Instagram goes and maybe even my view bug, I'm not limiting that to bird/wildlife photography. Photography is the name of the game. I'm getting back to my roots, and and that is I'm a photographer. I'm a photographer first. Doing this video stuff is secondary now. It's all complementary to each other. So I realized that I have not posted a video again in over a month, but cut me some slack. I have had a lot of shit happening, but going forward, I'm going to be posting stuff left and right, and there's not going to be any consistency to it in that I'm not going to say, all right, every Saturday night before Svengoolie, I'm going to post a video, a monkey in the wild. And every Thursday when I get back off the road, I'm going to post a, hey, on the road video. Nah, that shit ain't happening. I'm going to be using like my phone probably to do more shorts. I don't give a shit about shorts, but I mean, I kind of feel like I should be posting shorts in the interim between, a little bit more long form videos. I could go on. Like I said, I could talk to you for hours about stuff, but I'm going to cut this now because I have other shit to do. But I just wanted to touch bases with you and let you know what's going on. So that's it. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. As always, thank you for joining me. And most definitely, remember kids, forward and up.